AEW has a lot of talented wrestlers and compelling matches, but they have a big problem. Their pay-per-view events often lack a distinct identity, causing them to blur together. This lack of differentiation matters because, like all entertainment, wrestling thrives on spectacle. The visual presentation and overall feel of pay-per-views significantly enhance the fan experience, a mastery evident in AEW's primary competitor, WWE. We all know WWE's Big Five events, like our ABCs, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank. They are all uniquely anticipated experiences that we know intimately. This deficiency in distinct branding and event identity is where AEW currently falters. Why is a promotion with significant financial backing from a billionaire struggling with such a basic aspect of professional wrestling? AEW pay-per-views are knockoff, worse versions of something WWE have already done better. For example, the Casino Battle Royale is a modified Royal Rumble that features 21 entrants. It begins with a group of 5 wrestlers, and every 3 minutes, another group of 5 wrestlers enters, while the 21st and final entrant enters alone. It's an unnecessary alteration of a successful formula. The Royal Rumble winner traditionally earns a guaranteed main event world championship match at WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year. This high-stakes prize has contributed significantly to the Rumble's prestige and excitement. While the Casino Battle Royale winner also receives a future title shot, it hasn't been built with the same level of consistent importance or historical weight. Not to mention, the 3-minute intervals for groups of 5 feel less dramatic or unpredictable compared to the individual, often surprising entrance of the Royal Rumble. The anticipation of who's coming out next is a key element of the Rumble's appeal, and the grouped entry dilutes this. The playing card suit draw to determine entry order is a less compelling and organic way to add intrigue compared to the often storyline-driven or surprising individual Rumble entrants. Exhibit B, the Casino Ladder match, is a knockoff Money in the Bank match. The poker chip granting a future title shot is a very clear parallel to the Money in the Bank briefcase and its cash-in concept. This direct similarity makes it easy to draw comparisons and potentially see the Casino Ladder match as a less creatively original idea. The Money in the Bank match has become a highly anticipated annual event in WWE, known for its chaotic action, innovative spots, and the constant threat of a surprise cash-in. The Casino Ladder match hasn't yet reached that same level of established excitement or historical significance. Because the prize and the match type, multi-person ladder match for a guaranteed title shot, are so similar to Money in the Bank, it's no surprise that the Casino Ladder match has struggled to establish a truly distinct identity in the minds of some viewers. While some AEW pay-per-views might draw comparisons to WWE events, it's inaccurate to paint them all as mere imitations. For instance, AEW's Double or Nothing has cultivated a distinct identity, particularly with its recurring casino theme. Interestingly, one could even argue that WrestleMania 41, themed around Las Vegas with its inherent casino aesthetic, might have copied the visual concepts that AEW has already established with its Double or Nothing events. So if AEW has carved out its own thematic niches and even potentially influenced WWE's creative direction, why do AEW pay-per-views still often appear to lack the polished grandeur and overall visual impact that WWE consistently delivers? Their shows don't feel like big events. While AEW has delivered incredible matches, the overall atmosphere and anticipation leading into most of their pay-per-views feels basic. There is an over-reliance on in-ring action to hold a pay-per-view and make it memorable. While AEW's in-ring product is often praised, a sole focus on match quality without exciting themes and colors and strong narrative backbone might not always translate to a big event feel for a broader audience. Major events often thrive on the over-the-top spectacles and compelling stories that draw viewers in, regardless of their hardcore wrestling fandom. The marketing and promotional efforts for AEW pay-per-views are weak. WWE often employs unique slogans, video packages, and cross-platform promotions tailored to the specific theme and storylines of each major event, and it works. WWE often brings in celebrities, music acts, or utilizes unique set pieces to elevate the feeling of a major show. AEW has done this on occasion, not consistently. Compared to WWE's often elaborate and themed stage designs, AEW's set design for pay-per-views can sometimes feel relatively basic. While the focus is often on the ring and the action, the visual presentation outside of the match itself might lack the grandeur associated with major events. The visual branding, including banners, logos, and overall color schemes for AEW pay-per-views, does not always feel distinctly tied to the specific theme or name of the event. WWE often goes to great lengths to create visually striking and memorable aesthetics for each of its major shows. The themes of AEW pay-per-views, like Revolution, Full Gear, All Out, are not strongly reflected in the visual presentation, the storylines, or the overall atmosphere of the event beyond the name itself. AEW's All-In event feels like they're aiming for that grand spectacle feel akin to WWE's WrestleMania. Holding All In a massive stadium like Wembley is a huge statement. The sheer size and scope immediately evoke the grandeur associated with major events like WrestleMania. AEW has definitely leaned into more elaborate entrances for All In, with special lighting, music remixes, and sometimes even live performances. This theatricality is a hallmark of WrestleMania. The cards for All In are typically stacked with high-stakes, emotionally charged matchups featuring their top stars. The wrestlers pointing at the All In sign and the commentary team emphasizing the event's importance are clear attempts to build its prestige and make it feel like a monumental occasion. But the most obvious strength and weakness of AEW is that their core strength, and arguably its primary focus, has consistently been the in-ring action and catering to a hardcore wrestling fan base. While this has garnered critical acclaim and a dedicated following, it might come at the expense of dedicating equal attention and resources to the broader presentation elements that create a big event feel. The priority might be on delivering excellent matches, with the visual and thematic branding taking a secondary role. AEW's rise has been relatively organic, built on the reputations of its performers and the quality of its wrestling. Unlike WWE, which has decades of experience in crafting and marketing larger-than-life spectacles, AEW is still finding its footing in balancing in-ring excellence with the art of grand event presentation. WWE has a vast and specialized infrastructure dedicated to producing its major events, including teams focused on set design, lighting, video production, marketing, and celebrity integration. AEW, while growing, does not yet have the same level of departmental specialization and experience in all these areas. The examples provided, like the Casino Battle Royale and the Casino Ladder Match, suggest a potential tendency to iterate on established wrestling tropes rather than venturing into truly unique and potentially risky concepts for their big events. This might stem from a desire to provide a familiar framework for fans while still offering something slightly different. AEW as a whole is still a relatively young promotion compared to WWE. Its overall brand identity and the specific identities of its recurring events might still be in the process of solidifying. It takes time and consistent effort to build the kind of ingrained association that fans have with WWE's Big Five. AEW often aims to present a more traditional wrestling product in some aspects. While this appeals to a segment of the fan base, it might also lead to a less adventurous approach when it comes to the visual and thematic presentation of their pay-per-views. Financial resources are crucial, but they don't automatically translate to expertise in every facet of event production and branding. Ultimately, the leadership's vision and priorities significantly shape the allocation of resources and creative energy. A primary focus on match quality, while understandable, might inadvertently lead to other crucial elements receiving less attention. Let me know in the comments down below which show you think has better pay-per-views, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you liked the video. Also, follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description, and click the video on screen now for more Curiosity Thread wrestling content.